This Learning from Reading series is brought to you by Risk Garage. In this video, I would like to share with you my learnings from Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money. Let me give you a brief introduction of the author and the book. Mr. Housel is currently a partner at Collaborative Fund. He's also a former columnist at The Motley Fool and The Wall Street Journal. Since Mr. Housel published the book in year 2020, more than 1.8 million copies have been sold worldwide. The book explains how our behavior would affect the journey to financial independence. If you expect a lot of investment tips and techniques from this book, you might be disappointed. Nevertheless, the book is full of wisdom about personal finance. Let's start. Learning number 1. Saving is equal to income minus ego. Any investment, be it fixed deposit or stock investment, is always affected by external factors. For example, the overnight interest rates in many countries were lowered substantially during COVID-19 pandemic to counter the economic impact. However, saving is something within our control. Many people might have a false idea that we need to earn more in order to have good saving. This is not always true. The author reiterates that increasing saving isn't about raising your income, but humility. An example was quoted in the book. Ronald Read, who did only blue-collar jobs for his whole life, managed to donate more than $6 million to his local hospital and library when he passed away. His only trick was to live a simple life. Do savings. And invest in blue-chip stocks. Learning number 2. The sense of enough. After you have set a financial goal, you shouldn't keep moving it. If you do consistent saving and decent investment, there is a good chance that you would achieve your goal within the timeline you set. The compounding effect plays a critical role in the process. However, if you start wanting more and more, your greed might motivate you to make risky moves, which could range from investing in risky financial instrument to embezzlement. These are the things not worth attempting, as you might lose the most important asset of your life, that is your reputation. Learning number 3. Wealth is what you don't see. Certain people like to buy expensive goods, like branded bags, luxury watches or lavish cars, with the intention to win admiration from the people around you. Nevertheless, this may not happen all the times, as some people would ignore it or just admire the masterpiece, without looking at the owner. Ego will more likely burn, rather than build, your wealth. This is true, especially if someone's pocket is not deep enough to own many expensive goods that won't generate incomes. Purchasing those items with installment loans is a risky move, especially if you don't have enough income to pay the debts. Learning number 4. Allowing room for error in investment. Any investment with a potentially decent return, for example, stock or ETF investment, comes with risks. Threats and opportunities are intertwined. The ability of surviving ups and downs in the financial cycles is essential on the wealth-building journey. Therefore, for any investment, we should have some margin of safety or room for error. When the investment value declines by 30 to 40% due to certain crises, we need to have the risk appetite to absorb the shock. This can be done if we only invest with our spare money. Getting loan for investment is not recommended. It is easier said than done. When we lost 30% of the investment value, we would be emotionally impacted. When the world was hit by the COVID-19 pandemic in March and April 2020, most of the stock exchanges experienced a heavy dip. If you didn't do panic selling at that point of time, your portfolio would have eventually recovered a few months later. The key word would be stay calm. Learning number 5. Treat volatility as a fee, not fine. Any investment with higher potential return comes with volatility. We should treat it as a fee or price of return we need to pay. Also, we should have some degree of sensible optimism, i.e. the world would eventually move in the right direction, despite hiccups. There are a few things that could help mitigate the risk, which include investing in a portfolio of quality stocks, dollar cost averaging, and compounding effect over time. Therefore, be consistent with your investment strategy that match your risk appetite, even though it may not generate a lot of return in the beginning. Learning number 6. Money is not a key happiness influencer. Our standard of living has been improving, but a lot of people are still not happy. If money is the decisive factor of happiness, then all the wealthy people should be the happiest persons in the world. Apparently, this is not true. Some investment bankers, who earn big bucks, wish to retire early due to stress. With the advancement of technology, we seem to work longer hours. Bosses could send you messages after work to ask for updates or information, and you might have to work late at night to fulfill the urgent requests. Therefore, the pressure from work or life could make us miserable. In view of this, the author emphasizes that we would feel happier if we know we can control our lives. And your unspent money, aka saving, is a key enabler to make this happen. Good savings, including investment, would make you less worried about the uncertainties, which include job security or unemployment. In addition, it would empower you to explore different options in life. If you have discovered other bright ideas from this book, could you please share with me? I would like to end this video with Mr. Housel's words of wisdom. Planning is important. But the most important part of every plan is to plan on the plan not going according to plan. Thank you, and see you again.